Hello everyone, I'm S28 here, and today we're back in the compact claustrophobia. Sounds weird to say, but anyways, wow. Feels good to have a lot more space, and we want even more space. So, what I was thinking for this episode, now that we have access to the 5x5 infinite tiny space, what we need to do is make more of them so we can get more resources. Now what is this? Tired of hurting your hands on the walls and getting random drops all the time? Try padding the cell with some wool. If you dislike the decor, you can always remove it with some shears. Padded cells. What do these do? So there's a bunch of different colors, but how do I... Oh, you can't craft them. You just need to get wool on them. So to get wool, we would need string from flax. We need 4 string. Interesting. I wonder what that does. If you dislike getting tired of hurting your hands and getting random drops all the time. This makes it seem like if you pad the cells with different colored wool, you get different drops. So I'll have to test that because I'm not seeing anything here unless compact machine wall. Uses. No, it doesn't show that you can break them. So we'll have to look into that. We unlocked this one. More sophisticated machines require more sophisticated solutions to mess up. This design is tried and tested. What? Huh? Oh. You just get it for free. The pressure poop injector. Interesting. I wonder what that's for. Small glitches. Some say glitches exist. Nonsense, I say. A glitched small machine. So now we can make a small machine and glitch it as well to unlock another room, which I'm guessing is this one. And is there another one? The glitch adventure seems pretty small, so I'm guessing this is the last one. What else did we unlock? Measuring energy. I'm still not sure what that's for. Someone said we can use a squeezer to get lava. This item can even squeeze things when jumped on. It can even squeeze lava from blaze powder. You need more room than just 3. Maybe that dark bedrock. Okay, how to make a squeezer. Oh, that's really easy. Proxy. Infinite storage. We will need part of the process. So even though we could go this way, we would still be locked until we get here for diamonds. So I think it would be pertinent of us to set up some better, what's the word? Resource collection. That way we can build more of these compact machine frames. Because the compact machines only require, to get this small one, we only need small, that's not how you spell it. To make a small compact machine, we only need wood, redstone, iron, and uranium. That's it. Uranium we can't get a lot of right now. Uranium grit, unless there's a different way I've been missing. Nope, just the iron pickaxe, because we don't have access to tough alloy. So in order to get a lot of uranium, we're going to need a lot of iron picks, which will generate a lot of other resources as well. We're also going to need wood, which I think we can actually make trees now, because if we take a look at an oak sapling, we can take a bonsai sapling in water to make an oak sapling, and then we can put this in our machine. So where did this is our mining dimension, so I think it's in here. Yeah, here it is. Let's go ahead and take this guy. And what's in here? This one. We're going to need to go in here. Oak sapling. Bam. Perfect. So now if we leave this place, And this is why we're going to need a bigger space. But for now, I could put this right here, put the oak sapling inside. How do we get water in here, though? Because we need power. Where did I leave our power? Oh, it's in here. Wait, no, where's my battery? Unless I have it on me? Huh? Not in here. Not in here. Ow. Oh, the pickaxe hit me. That's what happened. I'm so confused. Where did I leave my battery? Oh. I forgot. It's in here. I forgot we went into there and we were one layer out. Man, this is like Inception. That's going to get very confusing. So what I could do is actually, if we pick up this guy, pick up this guy. Now if we leave this place and go back into the bedrock cell, we can pick up you, put the bigger one in there, re-enter the bigger space, place this one. Oop, that's not what I wanted to place. Now we can place this one, and we can have it in there. So this space can just purely be for this machine. So that means we could take out our strongbox, this furnace, take this crafting station. We could leave that stuff in there. That should be fine. Leave this place, then put it all in here. Strongbox, crafting station. Will that connect to it? Yes, perfect. And anything else? No. Perfect. It's so much nicer to have so much more space. So how do I actually run this? Oh, we can use the decay generator, because this guy's a power hog. So we can use this guy. Oh, I keep hitting the wall. That's where the gold gray is coming from. So if I take our decay generator, power needs to come. Where does power go on this guy? I think it goes at the top. So if we do this. Okay, it's getting power very slowly. Looks like we get 5 IF every tick. But then I think it still needs water. So which one had the water? This one. Just want to see if this works. Yeah, how do I put water in here? Where is my book? Garden cloche. The garden cloche, or the bell jar, is a device designed to hasten the growth of plants. It allows even the agricultural challenge to grow plants and harvest their yield. The device accepts power, fluid, and items through its ports. Water and power are always required. So I'm pretty sure water goes in the front, because you output here. But how do I put water inside of it? Oh, we have pipes. That's how. Fluid pipes with 6 iron plates. Grab that, grab this. But then we need to pump water inside, which is not going to be easy. This mod does have a pump though, right? It does. And this pump only needs... It's not expensive to make a pump. The issue though is the water supply. I'm trying to think about how we would manage this. So I would have to make another battery to power everything. I guess right now it'd be fine. It's just a little annoying that we have to pump in the water. Because it's not letting me do this, which is odd. Actually, maybe if I... Okay, no, that doesn't work. It just puts it on the ground. Interesting. I'm gonna have to mess around with that. That in there. We could also make another strongbox, because now that we have more room, I think if we put a second strongbox here, here, and here, it can reach all the inventories. It might. It might work. I'm not actually sure. Let's see. How do we make another strongbox? I haven't crafted one in a while. Chest and tin. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, it works, but in a terrible way. I think it's because this one is hardened and this one is not. Regardless, we could still use it for storage. I'll just put you right there so we can dump other stuff in here. Because we'll need that later. Spools, treated wood, that stuff. Make some space in the inventory. So, we'll have to finish that out, but we're going to need a lot more auto clickers. Did I save that one? I did. So an auto clicker only takes polished granite, polished diorite, andesite, or stone, along with a machine casing and redstone, and a machine casing is modularium, and a block of redstone, which means we're going to need a lot more uranium, redstone, iron. Yeah, not a lot. These are broken? They are. No problem. Luckily, modularium is free. $16. Good enough. And then someone told me that you can actually, a wood plank, if you burn it, is 1.5. But if you make them into slabs, a slab is 0.75. So a single plank is 1, but if you do 3, one plank is 1.5, but if you do this, you get 6 slabs. I feel like that's exactly the same. I feel like someone tricked me. Or maybe it was just changed in the pack. It could be the case. Put that in there. Make some more modularium, because if you remember from the beginning of the pack, they told us, pick your frequency, all of these ones. That way we can get other materials. Like the tin pickaxe can be used to get more tin. Oh no, that makes lead. But right now we need iron, which comes from the Constantan pick. We need uranium, which comes from iron picks. Luckily we have a bunch of Constantan ready to go. All out of iron though, but I think there's more iron in here. Or there was. Where's all the iron? Did I really use all the iron to make that stuff? I guess that's the case. And we're all out of stone as well. How do we keep running out of stone? Anyways, this is why we're trying to solve the problem. Grab that. Because I should have some stone in here. Yep, there we go. Plate, sawdust, tin. None in there, more tin. Let's go ahead and make 2 stone picks. Throw these in here. That way these guys are going to start producing nickel, tin, but most importantly iron, along with other stuff. Come in here. We need to make some Constantan so we can get more iron. And then what else are we going to need? The Constantan will make the iron dust. Then we need the iron picks to make uranium. And then the iron picks also make redstone as well, right? Silver, yeah, they make redstone the most. So we really just need Constantan picks, iron pickaxes, and stone picks. That way we can keep the recipe going, and then we can make more auto-clickers. And then we need more wooden pickaxes as well. Actually, if we want to get more stone, cobblestone, we need more pebbles. Wooden pickaxe gets you the most. A boron spaxel hoe has a 5%. Oh no, this is just breaking cobblestone. Wait, no, this is scavenging from cobblestone. So that means with this item and a block of cobblestone, you just make stone pebbles with a 20% chance, 5% chance. Which means it's probably more efficient just to make more wooden picks. I need to take this out of my inventory. I don't want to go out. Regardless, so we're also going to need some wooden picks and a lot of hoppers. So we're going to need a lot of iron to make hoppers to help fill that up. Let's see, there's some modularium. 1, 2, we need 12 divided by 3 is 4, so we need 8 planks to cook that. 4 modularium can make us our machine casing and make us some more auto clickers, but we'll need some more stone. Gravel dust, dirt dust, granite. Auto clickers. Perfect. And then once we have another 5x5 room, what I can do is build a cube of 3, well the middle's hollow, so that's what? 3, 9, 8, 9. So 26 auto clickers all clicking with a vacuum on the bottom. So we'll come back in here. Let's see. We can throw this auto clicker. Where can I fit this guy? Actually, we could put it right here. No, I cannot, because then I can't open this one. Space is getting really cramped in here. If I put this... this will be a good test. If I block this block here... Okay, that's useless. Why can't I? It only places it in the direction, so I need to place it like this. No, that places it up. And it got sucked in. I want to see. If I block this and I break something, will it still collect through the block? It does. So I should be able to place this guy. There's got to be a way to turn this with a hammer. No. That's annoying. You would think there's a wrench that would let me turn that, but there isn't. Put that back in here. Make our Constantan pick to get more iron dust. I clicked out of it again. Come in the mining dimension, click in here, Constantan. That goes in there. So the wood is going to make more stone, which we need to make more auto clickers. The stone is going to get more iron for now. The Constantine will make more iron. We need to smelt the iron to make more iron picks. So we'll throw you in here because we need more uranium. And then we'll smelt some of the iron right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should yield 9 iron ingots. That way we can start producing more iron. Then we can use those iron picks to get more uranium. We have a bunch of constantan, so I don't have to worry about making more of that. And that should set us up. Now it's going to take a while to get all the resources, but luckily, once we have those, we just have to start compressing them and make another tiny compact machine, and then I can upgrade this one into a much bigger space so it's not so cramped and we can get better stuff going. So while we're working on that automatically, let's take a look at some of the upgrades here. I wonder why sulfur and water makes yellow pigment, which I didn't think would be needed, but now that it's saying you can pad the cell walls, I wonder how important that is. There's one hemp fiber, hemp seeds. So let's head into the farm. Which one's the farm? This one. Gonna need an extra spot of dirt. We're also gonna need more wood. Take the water, and let's see what the padded cell does. Luckily we only need, well, it's 3 string to a fiber. I mean 1 string to 3 fiber. So it shouldn't take too long. And luckily for these guys, they do grow easier. So while we're in here, we can also get all the other materials we need. Oh, this guy's not going to grow. So we're going to swap you out for that. Put you here. Harvest these guys. Because I need a 5x5 room for everything. We want a 5x5 farming room, 5x5 mining room, and a 5x5 farming room. But I want to see what the padded cells do. Sorry, had to answer a message. Let's see. The hemp is growing. There we go. Did not want to punch the wall. Gives us 4. We need 12 hemp to make 1 wheat. I mean, not wheat. 1 wool. And then I guess I'll have to test it to see what the colors actually do. So if we use a plain white wool, what does that make? Come on. Grow faster, please. I think we can also upgrade the watering can, but it is a 3x3 space. Yep, it's all out. So I don't even know if we need a bigger one, at least not right now. C6, we're gonna need some more. And then I definitely want to start automating the production of our crops, because this is annoying having to do this every time. Luckily we can make can a sapling grow in a 5x5 space? I think an oak sapling can grow. Oh, but there's not enough room, because the bottom has to be dirt, which leaves only 4x4. Okay, let's go ahead and make our first piece of wool. And let's pad the wall. And let's see what you get. Nothing's happening. It says pickaxe though, so let me try using a pickaxe. Nothing's happening. Oh, got a message. Alright, so let me take a look. Padded cell. Tired of hurting... Oh, okay, I completely misread this. It's saying, are you tired of hurting your hands on the walls and getting random drops all the time? Try padding the cell. As in, you stop getting drops once you do that. It doesn't change the drops. Which means I don't hurt myself by punching the wall, which is interesting that that's a mechanic, but I thought that was actually going to be useful, so we're going to ignore that. Come back in the mining dimension. You're good to go. You're good. Place those in there. Let's see, small glitches. So let's see if we can make ourselves a squeezer, because that just takes iron and wood. Block of iron, we're gonna need more iron. Burn that in there. Where is, should be in here. Here it is. More of our modularium. Can also use this to make some more fuel so we don't have to burn the wood. And we know we'll need a block of iron. Let's see, nickel, gold. How much iron did we produce so far? 39, 40. There we go, a whole stack, perfect. This pickaxe is really putting in work. Oh, I had more in here. A lot more in here. Okay, that would have saved some time. Let's go ahead and cook this up. And then to make our squeezer, we're going to need a block plus 1, some wood and some sticks. 8. So go ahead and make a block of iron. And make the squeezer. Give it a squeeze. It can squeeze things when jumped on. You need more vertical space than just 3. They need to point to the crucible. Is this the crucible? No, that's a stone barrel. What's a crucible? Wooden, unfired, and crucible. Well, we have the wooden crucible, but I think that one would probably burn. Crucible heat sources. Interesting. Not sure how this works. This is a fancy device that can create netherrack and clay. Hint hint. If placed next to a squeezer, they can hold whatever liquid it produces. Try lava and redstone. So this is going to take a bunch of stone and a stone slab, which comes from stone. Oh, and this is the version of Minecraft where you don't actually have to... What's the word? Where's all of our stone? Oh, we're not making any stone yet. That's why. This is the version of Minecraft where you smelt cobblestone and it's just stone, and then you don't have to smelt the stone again. You could just use the regular stone. Let's go ahead and start making some stone. How much are we going to need for the crucible? Wait, which one do we need? Stone. Oh, it's a stone barrel. So 6, and then the slab takes 3. So in total we're going to need 9 cobblestone. Which is pretty easy. Times 4, that's only half a stack of these stone pebbles. If only I had... How do I place the other one? Yeah, the issue with the 3x3 space is I can't really fit more auto-clickers in here because I can't get them to place in the right position. Like if I have an auto-clicker in the spot directly that I'm looking at, it's not going to click right. And if I'm in the way, it's going to try to click me, which is not fun. See, 16. There we go. Cobblestone. That's melting, that's melting. I need to swap you for a second. I'm really sorry about this. That's going to make us our stone thing. And then to make lava, how do we squeeze lavas? Lava comes from blaze powder, and blaze powder comes from steel rods. 2 steel rods makes this. How do you convert this into... blaze rod? Oh, you burn it, that's how. see, light it over here. Perfect. From blaze powder. Do we need the rods for anything? Brewing stand, blaze powder, blazing crook. Oh, it does have a squeezer recipe. You can squeeze a blaze rod, and if you're lucky, you get an extra blaze powder. Let's see. We do need to get up there, though. That's not gonna work. Four. Perfect. Then how do you reset this? Do you just right click it? Do I jump on it again? Interesting. Am I gonna have to break this every time? Squeezes, flattens, and use a redstone pulse to reset. Okay, that would have been good to know. Let's go ahead and make this guy. Then we can use this to make a button. Put that right here. Do a barrel roll. So we could just jump this. And then hit the button. And it fixes it. Cool. How would I automate this? I'm hoping I don't have to, and then you can just have a better way of producing these materials elsewhere. Because how would I automate an entity jumping on this? You can automate the button press pretty easily. And then we want to make lava, so that's where this barrel comes in handy. So let's actually move the button above it, barrel right here. So now if we take our blaze powder, we should be able to squeeze the blaze powder into lava. And gives you a quarter of a bucket, which is not a lot, but since we can get 4 blaze powder, sometimes, it's essentially 1 blaze rod to 1 bucket of lava. Let's see, to hell and back. You really thought I'd give you a vacation in hell? Think again and have this cake while you're at it. I'm guessing this means that you can't make the nether portal? I think that's what it means. End cake. What does it taste like? Bedrock. We'll put you right here. A proxy. Is 6 sides to a cube not enough? Now there are more. Capability proxy. What does that mean? Access the target block capabilities from this block. The target block must be an immediate neighbor. Nether wart obsidian. You can sieve soul sand. Witch water and sand makes soul sand. What's witch water? Mycelium. Ancient spores. Taking any dirt with a string mesh has a 5% chance to get ancient spores. I'm not sure what that's used for though. Let's see. Netherahaha. The process was initially described by an earlier venturer into the machines. First you need to place high enough to jump on the squeezer with a barrel next to it. Perhaps check out where you first spawned in. A bucket of lava and a stone barrel and redstone. So I think this means if we have a bucket of lava in here and throw in some redstone, we can make netherrack. What we actually need the netherrack for, I'm not quite sure. And hopefully we don't need too much netherrack, because this is a very manual process. Let's see. Redstone. Netherrack. Done. What does it actually get us, though? Brain goes oof. Useful for automating lava production, but requires netherrack to make, which requires lava. 2 netherrack. Any hardened glass. How do we make hardened glass, though? Induction smelter. Oh, we can make an induction smelter. That's not too bad. And it automates lava production. Melts items into fluids. Let's take a look. Pulped bioblend into biocrude. Bitumen into crude oil. Stone into lava. Magma block into lava. Glowstone, diorite, yada yada. Oh, here we go. Glowstone, snowballs into water. Interesting. What is this? Greatly increases lava production speed. Only lava can be created. And that's pretty cheap, too. Interesting. So that's for making lava. Why do we need a bunch of lava, though? Is there a reason for that? I'm not quite sure. Okay, a bunch of iron to make our picks. Also, so we can make some more steel later on. So, let's see. This guy should have been making some more iron grit. Yep, there we go, 3 stacks. How much uranium are we at, though? 5. So only, like, less than a stack of uranium. This guy's about to break. So we'll swap this guy here. What are you currently doing? Wood. That's making iron. Okay, let's swap this wood one out for the iron pick. Because we're going to need a lot more uranium to do what we need to do. Auto clicker. Let's see. What's in here? Oh, this guy. I could probably move this one. You don't need to be in here. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe anymore. Iron pick. Let's move you out of here. You can go in the main room. We'll put you right here. And then we'll name you to our metal press. Now it's all working out. So let's see. So to make the whatchamacallit, magma crucible, we're going to need 1 more netherrack. Which means 4 of squeezings of this. Now we throw in our redstone. Grab that. So now we're good on the netherrack. See, put that in there, make some space. Throw in our auto clicker along with that. Magma crucible. We're going to need a machine frame and hardened glass. For the hardened glass, we need an induction smelter. Wait, that's to make specific glass. How do I make regular glass? Hardened glass. Because see, they have all these different variants, but why is there no just... There it is. Lead grit and crushed obsidian makes hardened glass. Pulverized or crushed. I think pulverized is what we need. So we can put obsidian in the squeezer. We can make obsidian with lava and water in this guy. So all those water buckets are going to come into play. And it said we need 4. Luckily we have a lot of steel left over. Why isn't this working? Let's see, this hardened glass is here. Hardened glass. Induction smelter. Obsidian. Fluid on top. Lava bucket, stone barrel. Oh, it literally means fluid on top. Then we need 4 crushed obsidian, so we need to do this 4 times. So we're going to need a lot more blaze powder, because this is not enough. Let's grab our steel ingots, and hopefully we can make enough here. Let's see, that's going to be... this is basically... 1 steel rod is almost 1 block of lava. We need 3. So that this should be enough. Then we'll go ahead and put this in the squeezer to hopefully get more. That's 4. Perfect. Move that. Move this. Now we can crush this guy into our crushed obsidian, and then we'll be able to make our machine. There's got to be an easier way to do this at some point. But for now, this is what we got to do. At least it's free and doesn't cost energy. And that should be 4. Now we've got 4. Oh, we need to make the induction smelter first. Completely forgot about that. And then we have the lead, so now we just need the machine, and it will take some power. Let's see, how are you doing? Very, very slow. So the induction smelter is going to take a machine frame, which is a tin gear. We're out of tin. Need to smelt some tin. God, I need more fuel. More fuel for the machines. Is there... there's got to be an electric smelter. Is there one in the quest book that it told me I should make? Melter, close to a mansion. Rich iron, silicon bits. Let's see. Furnace. Electric furnace. Compressed steel. Okay, we can't make that. Nuclear furnace. No, we can't make that. Redstone furnace. We'll take bricks. You can squeeze the bricks into the bricks. Okay, that's funny. Clay. I think we need to make a redstone furnace. Gain additional output when smelting ores. Only ores can be processed. Allows for paralysis. Specialization for cooking. Yeah, I think we need this guy. So we're going to need 4 bricks, which is going to take clay. And where do I get clay? Water and a stone barrel and dust makes clay. Luckily, we have dust somewhere. Tin. Where did I leave the dust? I know I have dust somewhere. I think it's in the mining dimension. There we go. So now if I put water in this guy, clay. Perfect. 2 clay. Gonna have to smelt this into bricks. Then we'll throw in the tin dust when that's done as well, to be efficient about it. I do need to upgrade this guy. This guy is too small. Throw the blaze powder in there. We're not going to need that right now, along with that. That'll get us the bricks. Oh, right, we're making this guy. I thought, wait, why do I need bricks for the induction smelter? Because we need bricks for this. The induction smelter can do a lot of stuff. But doesn't look like... Yeah, it's more for melting down finished products than cooking the grit itself. Can I put iron in this? Huh. Okay, so you can use the induction smelter as a furnace, but it looks like you need to put sand in here in order to make slag. But we don't need slag, so it's kind of a waste. But then for making alloys, it is useful. Interesting. Then we'll throw in the tin. Redstone furnace, we need 2 of these bricks. A redstone reception coil. Some copper gears, and we're out of copper. Seem to be out of everything. Oh, there we go, copper. 2 copper gears. Which one got the copper grit? Pulverized copper, copper grit. That came from a stone pickaxe, or the bronze pickaxe makes more. Gotcha. I should make another bronze pickaxe then. Now we just need the machine frame, which will take the tin. Tin gear into redstone furnace. Done. Which means I should go into this one, because we don't need to have this powered all the time. Only when we need to use it. Put that in there. Perfect. So now that we have more room up here, we can take our sawmill, put you right there, take our battery, put the battery up top. Actually, we'll have to do one down, because that don't reach. And why aren't you guys getting powered? It's connected. Should be making enough power. This guy's not using any. Why is power not coming out? Because I put one on the bottom and the top, you can see that. I bet if I swap the position, it'll work. So we put the battery here, then we put the machines up top. Oh, wait. I think that's why. It's because I'm a fool, that's why. There we go, now it's charging. Wait, why wasn't it charging before? No, I think the issue was just the orientation. I was going to say, oh, it's because the auto input was off, but that's not what should happen. The auto input should just be based on if you put an inventory above it. But now we don't have to waste fuel doing this. We just put it in there, and it works. Power usage 20 RF per tick, maximum power. Can I increase this? Uses very little energy to cook food. Augmentation upgrade required. Redstone furnace. How do I upgrade you? Flux anodizers. Gain additional output when smelting ores. That's pretty useless for us. Pyrolytic conversion, coal to coal coke, block of coal. Processing speed is greatly reduced. Additional energy is required. Redstone furnace. Augmentation upgrade required. So I'm guessing it's just these three, which means we can't really use anything related to that. But this is a lot faster, as you could tell, which is very nice. So now that we have that going, along with our sawmill, now we need to make our induction smelter, which will take copper, machine frame, some sand, and Invar. Invar is from Invar blend, which is 2 iron and nickel. Invar. Swap that out here. Two iron and nickel to make the Invar. Then we're going to need more copper, so I need to make bronze, which is 3 copper and tin. And we're all out of copper. Copper. Bronze. And then I think once we have, yeah, bronze blend. Invar. Oh, we need 4, so I actually need to make one more Invar. Usage, Invar ingot, smelting, Invar blend. Inventory is too full. Oh, because we have one random piece of redstone. Throw that in there, that in here. Bronze pickaxe. You're not doing anything. Make some more copper. More Invar. Now I think Invar gear. Machine frame will take a tin gear. Let's see. I think it's in here. I can't see. There we go. In here. Dump the seeds. Induction smelter. I can put away this stuff for now. Oh, we're out of room. Wait, can't I use these as a chest? I can. Why didn't I think of that before? Induction smelter. We're going to need some sand. Sandstone makes 2, but you need 4 to make it. Is there any other way to make sand that doesn't involve hammering gravel? Doesn't look like it. Luckily, we should have some gravel available in dust form. Gunpowder. Huh. I could have swore there was a lot more gravel in here. But I guess I was wrong. Huh. Unless maybe I can turn glass back into sand? You can squeeze it back into sand. This is why it pays off to check, because you never know what you can get. Induction smelter. So now we just need the machine frame, which will take the tin gear. Bam. We need 2 copper gears. Go ahead and start smelting that. Take that out. Swap this for that. That goes in there. Induction smelter, 1 redstone reception coil. We're going to need 8 copper. At least this is very quick. I wonder, I don't think you can make this faster, right? So I might just need to make a second one to make our 2 copper gears and make the induction smelter. Perfect. And now that we have the induction smelter, what does this mean? Not quite sure what this means. We can make hardened glass by combining lead grit and our crushed obsidian. So we should have 1 lead grit. Goes in the What does that mean? Oh, there we go. That's what that meant. You had to hit the button. Which means now we can make hardened glass. And with hardened glass, we can also upgrade our strong boxes to the next tier. Took quite a lot of steps to get here, and hopefully now that we're here, we can start getting better ways to produce this stuff. You get 2 hardened glass. Induction smelter, hardened glass. So now we can make the magma crucible. With 2 netherrack. More copper gears, another machine frame. Tin gear. Machine frame. 2 copper gears. One more redstone reception coil. And the magma crucible. We'll go ahead and put, let's see, will this work? Yes. Perfect. Magma crucible. Done. And now with the magma crucible, we can make lava without using the squeezer. Which means making obsidian will be easier now too. I think we still have to use the squeezer for that though, right? Oh wait, no, I don't have to use the squeezer. We can just put the lava in the stone barrel and then put the water. Perfect. So what exactly did that get us? Kind of just finishes that stuff here. What is the point of this block? Is 6 sides to a cube not enough? Now there are more. Access the target block capabilities from this block. The target block must be an immediate neighbor. That has to be really useful, but I'm not sure why. So while that's all solved, let's see, we can make rich iron and silicon bits. But we're going to need another 5x5 room in order to fit the crusher, because the crusher, as you can see, is quite big. We're also going to need a lot more steel. 10 steel scaffolding and steel fences, which means we probably should increase our production. Let's see, I want to make this strongbox bigger, so I think that's the last thing we'll do this episode. Because now that we can make hardened glass, we can make the reinforced kit, which will take a silver gear, 4 electrum, and another hardened glass. So we are going to need some lava for the obsidian. So if we put this in here, show recipes. Pyroconvective loop makes it faster. Oh, is it just really slow? Oh, it's incredibly slow. Oh, okay. Greatly increases lava speed. Nether brick will take 4 nether rack. So I think we should make this. Greatly increases production speed. Only lava can be created. And I think we only care about lava. So let's go ahead and make this. We're going to need an Invar gear. An Invar we can make in our induction smelter with a nickel and iron ingot. Can we do it with grit? You can. 1 nickel, 1 iron grits. Nickel. in the induction smelter. To make 3 Invar ingots. We're gonna need more though. Unless I have Invar in here. Thought I had leftover Invar. No, I guess we used it all to make the other stuff. Nickel. And I think it said you can do this way too, right? You can. So you can use iron grit or the ingots, which is pretty cool. See, let's go ahead and smelt. What else do we need? We're low on gold ingots, so let's take half of this and make some more gold ingots. More Invar. We're going to need pistons, which is going to take stone, and we're low on that. Oh, but we have access to lava, which means now I can make an infinite cobble generator, and we don't have to waste time getting the stone pebbles. We could just farm it from this. See, this is one of those things I keep forgetting about that are like basic Minecraft mechanics, and it's because I'm doing it. It's like I know it exists, but because I have to do it a different way so long, I forgot that the basic version exists. Let's see, is there an easier way to get this now? Not really. Sewage buckets, sewage. And until we get the fluid transposer, yeah, until I get the farm automated, it's going to be pretty slow to do this. But it is possible. Yep, there's our lava. Because we needed another piece of hardened glass to make this guy, which will take 4 obsidian. So sadly this is quite slow. We can kind of speed it up. No, but then we have to use our blaze powder. Well, we don't really have a use for blaze powder outside of it, right? So I might as well do both at the same time. Okay, done. 4 of that. Now, is there an easier way to make it into pulverized obsidian? We can make a pulverizer. We can make a pulverizer. And a pulverizer will let us get 4 pulverized obsidian instead of 1. The mechanical squeezer will let you get 2. But this guy just gets you 4. And then later, when we have the crusher, we could just crush it. The crusher consumes a ton of power, but it is really fast. Let's see, can we make a pulverizer? Flint, copper. We're just gonna need some stone, which is definitely doable. We are out of stone though. Let's see, how are we doing on stone? Mining dimension. Stone pebbles. Stone pebbles. I think we have enough. Let's see. Pulverizer. Pulverizer. Then we're going to need some flint. Flint is in there. Perfect. One piston. One machine frame. Oh, we need more glass. Always out of something. Break this stuff. To that. Smelt into glass. Can I break these back into glass? No. Flint will need some copper gears. Okay, we have enough copper for that to make the copper gears. 2 copper gears. 1 more redstone reception, and then 1 last machine frame. We're also going to need more tin. That's enough. Invar, place this in there. Man, I can't wait for us to actually get to this part of the chapter with infinite storage. Oh wait, I think that's refined storage, right? Yeah, that's from refined. Yeah, refined storage. It's similar to applied energistics, but not quite the same. Pulverizer, machine frame, tin gear, machine frame, pulverizer, and we are going to need some more flux ducts to route the power. Need some more lead. Then could probably put it right here is fine, I think, because that's just the metal press. Flux duct. Or actually, if we do like this, then we can add another row of machines. Perfect. Now we have the pulverizer, throw in the obsidian, powered up, and man, this battery is actually really efficient. And it's not even at full power, because we can still put in another 5 of these thermoelectric generators. But that seems to be enough power to power everything so far with 0 hiccups. 4 pulverized ore. Now if we take that all together, we can make another piece of hardened glass. Where is it? Pulverize. Induction smelter. Oh, with lead. There it is. One, 2. 8 goes in there. That makes 2. We have 4 operations, so we'll get 8 pieces of hardened glass. But I think it doesn't have a lot of uses outside. Well, no, we needed it for some machines, so it might be useful to make some extra, because it could come up later. It is interesting, though, that to make hardened glass doesn't require glass at all, though. And now that we have the hardened glass, we can make the reinforced upgrade kit, which will take some electrum, which I believe there's a blend for that. Electrum grit, electrum blend, which is gold and silver. Smelt that. We need a silver gear. I think we have silver, not in ingot form, so let's make some silver. Four of this. Swap that. And then how many do we need? Just a single silver gear. So we'll need 2 silver ingots. Done. Silver gear. reinforced upgrade kit. Now this is a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4 by 9, and it's going to go up to a 6 by 9. Awesome. That's an extra 18 spaces, which is perfect for storing all of our goods, including all the ores. We're making progress. We have machines to make things go easier. We don't have to waste time burning wood. Now we just have to set up more space so we can make more machines. Because I want to get crusher, coke, melter. Let's see, I'm looking for I was looking for steel because we can make steel through other ways. Currently the only way, well, not the only way. Currently the main way we can make steel is by using TNT, but that's really inefficient. Now that we have access to the 5x5 rooms, I think we can make a blast furnace now, which will be a lot more efficient. So if we type blast furnace, along with steel, to form the blast furnace, we need 27 blast bricks. And then the blast brick will take brick, nether brick, and blaze powder. So we have access to blaze powder, we have access to bricks, we have access to nether bricks now through netherrack production, which means we can definitely make the crude blast furnace and start making steel this way instead of wasting it. The reason we couldn't make this before is because, as you can see, it's a 3x3 multi-block, which means we needed at least a 5x5 space to store it in. So if we take a look at our mining dimension, that's not mining anything, neither are you. You're still working. We have, let's see, a little less than 3 stacks of uranium, some iron, and some redstone. So if we go and mix everything, and now we can store even more stuff in here. So if we come in here and make more modularium, $35, we can make more, 46, plus this, plus cook that, we should be able to make another small compact machine frame to store it. But anyways, we've done a lot this episode. We're starting to ramp up in our production. I can see the future of where we're going. Now, once we can set up a better steel production, we'll be able to build the next tier machine and get higher on, what is this called? I'm clicking the wrong thing. Not this one. We'll be able to go close to a mansion, which will take us from the small machine frame, the small compact, to the normal compact machine, which is a 7x7 room. Because all we need is the crusher, and for the crusher we need a reliable source of steel, which we'll work on next episode. But in the meantime, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.